Kia ora te whānau and welcome here to Massey Park in Papakura in Auckland. It's great to have your company for round 2 of the NZRL National Men's Premiership for 2025, and we welcome you to this game between the Auckland Vulcans and the Counties Manukau Stingrays. First game of the season for the Vulcans. They had the bye last week, and the Counties Manukau Stingrays had a good win over Akarana by 20 points to 10. Hard fought win that one. They did get on the top of them though in the second half, after leading 6-4 at the break. So looking forward to this game. Another two of these Auckland teams going at it. Of course, in this 5-team Northern Conference, where just one team will make the grand final against the winner of the Southern Conference. Much better weather today too. It was a bit gnarly 7 days ago here at Massey Park for that game. But looking nice and sunny, but breezy though. Glenn Lama here with the call today. Anthony Gelling with us. And Jello, this is going to be an interesting game because, of course, Auckland Vulcans, very different looking kind of feel to their team this year after being a very good team the last 2 seasons. So, bit of an unknown quantity, do you reckon?
It is, mate. Top of the morning. Top of the afternoon, I should say. 12 o'clock on the dot.
It definitely is top of the afternoon. We're only 1 minute into it, mate.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Mate, I like the look of this Vulcans team. It was a great performance from Counties last week. I would say they have a harder challenge this week, but we just don't know. We don't know. We don't have a form guide. This is our first look at the Vulcans, so very excited to see what they got today. Well,
let's have a look at their team lineup because there are some very good players in there with significant rep experience, including, if we start at the bottom there, Portu, number 17, a lot of experience on the wing. Graham Taufa, that's Lani Graham Taufa, the twin brother of Moala, of course. Lani Graham Taufa got very close to playing for the Roosters when he was over there, been back in New Zealand a while. Very experienced halves pairing there with Muller and with Fraser. And then in the forwards, the old campaigner there is still there. Pat Sipley, Buddha Doyle is there. And of course, the Te Aratu Roosters captain this year, Tui Fua, is playing as well. So a lot of experience in this team. And there's a bit of depth on the bench too there with Foye and Herman Retzlaff still running around, which is great to see. See it from their coach now, Simon Jeremiah.
Well, Simon, your side's first hit out for the competition. How's the squad shaped up?
It's shaped up pretty good. We've got a number of boys that have played finals footy there with Mount Albert, and then a few teams that have been knocked out through the final series, but they've had a good rest and ready to go.
A bye last week, hindrance or a help, the extra week of prep?
I'd say it's a bit of a hindrance. Just because, we had to sit there and watch and, we don't have that match fitness that we'd like, but we'll throw everything out there today.
Counties were good in tipping over Akarana last week. How do you think they'll go today?
Hopefully not too well. Hopefully we can get on top of them. Hopefully we can get to a good start and, really force them into some dark places.
And where do you think this will be won and lost?
It'll be through the forwards today.
As ever, all good. All the best, mate.
All right, thank you.
Can't really disagree with Simon too much there with his analysis. Let's have a look at this Counties team. Couple of changes from the team that beat the Akarana Falcons last week. In the back line, Sam Nati comes in at a standoff, or 5'8", for Arthur Crichton, who's not playing today. Other than that, that is the same back line. And then the forwards, we have a couple of changes there. Look who's playing in the number 3 jumper right at the top there, a prop, Sebastian Ikahihifo, who played 39 games for the Warriors in the NRL before leaving for the UK about 10 years ago. So great to see him back. And number 13, keep your eye on too, Fine Vakau Takakala. He is the NZRL Domestic Player of the Year last year. So a bit of depth coming in. He's been playing for Otahu all the way through the 2025 Fox Memorial. Let's hear from the coach, Phil Gordon.
Well, Phil, a repeat of last year's grand final. Chance to get one back on them?
Yeah, I guess so, within the context of how the pools are playing out this year. Every game's important, and I think for us, as far as the playing group's concerned, I think redemption's more of our focus than a sort of revenge mentality. We've got to be the best versions of ourselves today.
2010 win over Akarana last week. What were the best parts of that performance?
I think just our resilience to come back after some errors and to back our D. We did let in a couple of tries, but generally for a large majority of that time, our defence was solid, and we started to get a bit more cohesive as the game went on.
This northern section of the new format looks very competitive. Thoughts on the new format?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one for the North Island pools. With all respect to all the pools that'll be playing, I think within the context of historically, it's been one of the 3 teams from Auckland that have made the finals over the last 10 or so years, so with the exception of Canterbury. So yeah, it's a tough format.
All the best for the game today.
Thank you. And again, to all our county supporters out there, keep supporting us.
Nicely done, Phil Gordon. So yes, a rematch of last year's grand final here, but not too many survivors of the Auckland Vulcans team. Jello is there, which they won on Golden Point last year.
Yeah, hell of a game. I said it was a bit of a missed opportunity for counties. I really thought it was their year to do it. But no, they have chopped and changed. One man in particular, Desmond Tafui, he was there for counties last year alongside some of his Manukau brothers. But interesting to see how we go for the Vulcans today.
Yeah, you like him, don't you? Number 21, he's starting from the interchange, the Manukau hooker. So out come the 2 teams. Very impressed with this counties team. I thought they stuck at that performance last week really well, particularly off the ball. Really gussed out a good, strong win, and this Vulcans team is going to have to be solid.
They got to meet him up the middle. There's so much firepower there for counties. One man in particular, Vili Tahitua, sorry. The former Tongan Rugby international.
Yes, very
Did
good.
not look out of place last week at all. That number 11 jersey. It'll be another big performance for him.
Indeed. Yeah, Fiamani, of course, playing as well for counties today. Another very good player. So a lot of these players, bit of a rematch of the Fox Memorial final as well, too. A lot of Mount Albert players in the Vulcans team and a lot of Otahuhu players in the counties team. Here's Paki Parkinson looking in showroom condition again. Today is Paki Parkinson.
Either he's
Bit
getting
like
bigger
yourself,
or the shirt's getting tighter every year.
It gets shrinks in the wash, doesn't it?
It's usually the case with, these you mentioned the grand final teams looking like a rematch. It's usually the case this time of year because it is the cream of the crop. It's the best of the best put into their sides, and really looking forward to this.
Well, it looks like Doyle's going to get the game underway for the Vulcans. Strong breeze blowing at their backs today. They're going to have to be very careful with the kickoffs. And just as I say that, of course, Doyle has overcooked that one. So back to the halfway line they go. But that wind is significant today. And it's going to be challenging for the kickers, with and without, or, kicking with the wind and into it.
Yeah, a little bit similar to last week. Obviously, without the rain, there was lots of errors last week, but the wind definitely a factor. I think it's going to be a factor here today. Looks like it's blowing across the field, maybe. Kind of took that ball over the sideline, but counties with the first crack.
Yes, indeed, and they're right down to the 30 straight away. Here's Ramsey with he scored a great try last week. I'm sure counties will be keen for him to get into the game straight away. And here's Hunt with the first carry of the contest. Fantastic performance again from Jamal Hunt last week. Certainly one of counties' best players. Tavita again at dummy half here for the Stingrays. And now here comes the other front row forward. That is Ikahihifo. Really cool to see him still playing rugby league here in New Zealand. He's wearing 3, but playing in the front row. Vakao Takakala. He always asks plenty of defenders. So he gets his first start in the rep footy scene for 2025. Here is Tahitua. Proving once again hard to tackle for this Vulcans defence. Pat Sipley in there, finishing it off. Now it comes here for Vakao Takakala again. Nice little shift of the ball out to Makaile. Last play now for the Stingrays. Ramsey in at dummy half here. And there goes the kick from Ngati, and it's been fielded nicely by the Vulcans. Wonder if the counties team would have just wanted a bit of a better kick there.
Yeah, not a great finish. Slowly building some pressure though. The ball's back in the Vulcans' court. We'll see what they can come up with here.
Here's Thompson Karena. He's been playing in Mount Albert all season, former Waikato player from Turanga Waiwai originally. So here's Fraser at dummy half now. Slow play the ball there for the Vulcans. Oh, Graham Taufa hit hard. And driven back. And that was Ikahihifo winding the clock back there.
He's a monster, isn't he? Look at him chasing out a marker too.
He ended up scoring 1 try in his 39-game career for the Warriors, which finished in 2015. And there's a little drop ball going back there. And that was Muller who's dropped that one right near the end of the count as well.
This is a typical defense from what we saw from Counties last week. They were very good at getting down the other end and putting the lid on Akarana. Did not let them out of their half. You can see from that set, Vulcans, they're going to have their work cut out today. Getting meters out of this Counties team is never easy.
Looks like it was dropped by Fafala out there. It's a slight dart. We'll get that jersey clarified in just a moment as we see Counties through Ika Hehifo. Now it comes to Vakau Takakala again. Back on the inside comes Hunt. Hunt getting close. Slow play the ball. Dylan Tavita. He burrowed over from dummy half last week, but not on that occasion. Dowie waits, set dummy half, and you can see the breeze. Pass is going to have to be crisp here for Counties. Out it comes to Ramsey for the corner. And in goes Ramsey for the first score. Beautifully executed. And the Stingrays up 4-0 early in this one.
Yeah, great attack from Counties. Mentioned Tavita there having a crack at the line. He got one last week from dummy half. He also set up Arthur Crichton off a little offload close to the line. You got a number 9 jumping out like that. Just tightens up the defense, creating the space out wide there for Ramsey. Fantastic hands here from Counties. Great execution. You can see their winger creeping in just enough to open up some space for Ramsey.
Yeah, I love that pass there from Whakatau Mafi. He just nailed it. So back-to-back tries in 2 weeks there for this man right here, Toaiti Ramsey. Counties take the early lead, and that's all really come from that kickoff error from Doyle as well too, hasn't it?
Yeah, he scored a great try last week too. Ramsey, that break down the right edge, got round the fullback. Today he's Rambo, first blood, 4-0.
Well, let's see if he continues to fire more shots than Rambo as this game progresses. If he ends up shooting more shots, then there'll be a lot of shots fired. Here comes William Whakatau Mafi with the conversion attempt now. He got 2 goals last week from his 4 attempts. That 20-10 win over Akarana. Wins.
Yeah, I think he's kicking straight into that win there. You can see it.
Yeah, 4-0 the score remains. Of course, the ramifications of this game too are significant in this little conference that is being developed by the NZRL in this reformatted competition this year. And so, of course, Waikato Bay of Plenty also in here. But with Counties with wins over Akarana and the Vulcans, they'll definitely be the hot favourites to win that conference and go through to October's final. So Doyle, let's see if he gets the length on this one right. He has. And Counties come back again as we see Whakatau Mafi.
It's such an arsenal of attackers as Counties team have. I mean, Ika Hehifo, I don't miss tackling that guy. He's got number 3 on his back. He has the ability to run like a centre too. He can take off, do those big overs runs. Oh, it's like a trip on the marker there.
Yeah, he was always a very damaging runner on the edge too. Good hands out to Nansen on that left edge. And Nansen sneaking through that tackle of Graham Taufa. Tahitua at dummy half. Good hands from Tavita. Dowie up in the line as well. Now here is a big charge from Vakau Takakala. Finally got to ground there by Tuifua, who's desperate. He's trying to slow the play, the ball down, and has done just that, unfortunately. Bit of a professional valve there from Clive Tuifua, yes, and referee Park Zakarasa can't say I'm surprised with that decision. That was a pretty obvious one. So Clive Tuifua off to the bin for 10. So a big chance here for the Stingrays to really stamp their authority on the game early here. Ika Hehifo, what a start he's made to the game. 34 years of age now. Still enjoys a good run around on the rugby league field. And I tell you what, going close there, Valka Takakala held up just in the nick of time there. So he's have to go back to the 10-metre line to play the ball. Pretty important that Vulcans hang on here. Whakatau Murphy's lost it. Now it's a bit scrappy there for Corey Craig at the back there. But the Vulcans get the result anyway there, Ants.
Yeah, coming back for the knock-on. It's such hard work for this Vulcans team. Anyone playing against Counties, because they are so big in the middle, you can't make one-on-one tackles. You have to get numbers there. You have to really move your middle to stop them each time they attack. Go, the crime. Don't do the crime, you can't do the time. 10 minutes in the bin.
Well, Vulcans got to guts it out for the next 10 now. Fraser with that scrum feed. Oof. Here's Tahi Tua making a big tackle off the ball this time. Wow, that's not the result the Vulcans were looking for. Counties, they are being excellent, exceptional early in this one.
Yeah, they've taken the momentum earlier. It doesn't look like they're going to give it up anytime soon. Great defence. Right shoulder off. Default, left shoulder. Tahi Tua, sorry.
Yeah, and then contact too from Whakatau Murphy was pretty solid as well. So here's Counties hot on attack again. Whakatau Murphy, hang on. Going to get a take two opportunity. Here's Dowie. Dowie looking for a bit of space. He's on the 10. Graham Tuffer with that tackle. Tavita. Now here comes Jamal Hunt again. Tavita. Right at the line there. Looks good for a second try there for Fine Vakau Takakala. And it is 8-0 as Counties double their lead.
Yeah, great shape from Counties. They're all set up there on the right to have a crack, and you think that's the way that they're going to go. A great vision there from Tavita, not overplaying. Simple play, short ball. Kyle Takakala through the hole.
Yeah, knows how to finish, doesn't he, Fine Vakau Takakala? He was a Vulcans player last year when they won the grand final. Now back at Counties. He's been around a few clubs, Te Atatū, Bay Roskill. And he's a very good player and deservedly winning the Domestic Player of the Year award last year.
I think even the year before he picked up Auckland Rugby League's Player of the Year. He's a rare combination of size and skill. Reminds me of Felipe Mateo.
Yeah. So that breeze you can see is really proving challenging for not only the players but the officials. And the fans too, as William Whakatau Murphy lines this one up. Former North's New South Wales Cup player. Played 3 games for the Warriors this year in the New South Wales Cup. So he converts that one and gets that score out to 10-0.
Travelling at a point a minute at the moment. It was, last week they trailed Akarana 10 points to 4 at one point before pulling that game back.
Yeah, it wasn't much in that game. But so far, Counties making no race of this one. Punishing the Vulcans for their errors. Doyle restarts play. Here's Hunt.
Still a man down here, the Vulcans, for the next few minutes at least. They're going to have to really protect the numbers on the short side. Let the open side fend for itself, because I think that's the way counties are coming.
Yes, indeed. Tahitua. Oh, nothing really but tackling so far for this Auckland Vulcans team, as Salah made that tackle. Here's Doyle in there making another one. Kai Williams too, the Maris player. But this big wave of counties middle forwards. Ikahihiufa, he's smiling there. Just loves it and gets a penalty right at the end of the count again.
He's got that awkward running style. He goes in very sideways, gets the elbow up, gets a bit of knee in there as well. Very hard to tackle.
And there he is again. He's got an exceptional work rate as well. He's just come off a long career playing for Huddersfield in the UK. That concluded at the end of the 2024 calendar year. Still loves playing. There he is, Sebastian Ikahihifo. Dylan Tavita. Nice passing again from Whakao Takakala. Sese Whaiamani with that play. Good pass there from Tavita. Love that out to Ngati Ramsey. Able to get under the tackle there of Portu. There was a high shot there from Portu, but going to be a Vulcan scrum feed. That one there, forward pass perhaps. Well, that one, take your pick.
One of the two. Sam Ngati, the number 6, started on the bench last week.
Yeah, good player too, though, isn't he? Former Fox Memorial halfback of the year a couple of years ago. Now, what can the Vulcans do? Thompson Karena again. This is where all the sets have been. They actually haven't completed a set yet. Very important. I think they get to their kick here. It's a good carry from Graham Taufa. Now here's Falala. Doyle looking nice and urgent at dummy half there. More promising set being fashioned together here by the Vulcans. Oh, a little mousetrap play. Oh, and no one was getting fooled by that one. Poor old Corey Craig got hammered. Here's Doyle again, kicking on the last. Again, the weight of the kicks are going to be hugely challenging for the teams playing right to left due to this very strong breeze. So back to the 20 we come.
Yeah, it is challenging. You want to bite off as many metres as you can, but that wind is hard to judge at the moment. I think he's had a couple kicks now where he'll get a feel for it. By then it's half time, you change and you got to figure it out all over again.
Exactly. Here's Tavita Makaile. Now James Dowie. Papakura fullback. Another penalty coming here for counties. Okay, high contact there from Pat Sipley perhaps on Dowie. Might have been some offside play, in fact. So back go the Vulcans on defence. I think they made all the errors in the game, and they've also conceded all the penalties and then thrown the 10 minutes in the bin too.
One-way traffic at the moment. Sipley penalised there. Great head of hair, Pat Sipley. Almost a proceeding hairline.
Exactly. Can I have some? Here is Tahitua. Tahitua. Here is Tavita. Now Ikahihifo again. Oh, he's lost it this time. Nice initial contact there from Sipley. Just did enough to disrupt.
Yeah, a couple errors now back and forth. This is Counties coughing it up again, just off the back of that forward pass.
Well, in fact, Sipley not involved in that play, but I tell you what, those two would be teammates back at the Warriors, wouldn't they? In that New South Wales Cup era, about 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Both promising juniors at that stage, both coming through the junior Warrior system, which of course was a powerhouse back in those years.
Oh, still is today. Bit of a
Very much so.
resurgence with these young guns coming through.
Yes, wonderful to see. Now here's a
great
good run by Graham Taufa. Excellent run off the back of the scrum there. And what's happened there?
He's got his team a penalty.
Oh, it's
Great run from Lani.
good.
He'll stand out for Marist as well. He'll be one of Coach Simon's favourites.
Yeah, well, the Graham Telfer brothers are both very good players.
Well, how about this? It took me a while to realise that they were brothers. I thought I was just seeing the same guy.
Well, they're
everywhere.
twins, aren't they?
Thought, man, this guy gets
Identical
around.
twins.
He's playing everywhere.
Yeah. And there is Graham Telfer. In fact, we do hope it is Lani out there, right? And not his brother.
I can only assume.
All right, here comes the run now from Terrell Sala, Papakura Seagulls player. Doyle waits a dummy half. Got to get something going here, the Vulcans. Muller.
Oh, what
a tackle. Got all of them. What a beauty from our try scorer again, Vakau Takakala there. Here's Doyle taking the line on. So the Vulcans were restored now to 13 players. Tuifua back on the field. Here's the last play with Fraser taking that one. Now Doyle. Yeah, what's Muller going to do here? Try and wait this one. Dowie, good hands from James Dowie at the back there. But that, I think, Ants would be the best set that the Vulcans have put together so far in this game.
Yeah, on the back of that penalty, got themselves a bit of territory finally. What a great result. End of the set there, a little bit of confusion. I think that left edge just a little bit step back. Didn't expect the little switcheroo.
Now here's Tavita Makaili. Excellent game from the 25-year-old last week. Good hands from Whakatau Mafi. And now here's Emiliano Makaili. Tavita. Taking the carry himself, Whakatau Mafi this time. Good tackle from Muller. Held him up nicely. Oh, poor pass this time. One of the loose passes in the game. So Dowie. Now that could be quite a useful kick. Oh, nicely taken by Corey Craig at the back here. Corey Craig, a Hibiscus Coast Raider. And they played in the Shaman Cup again this year. They lost to Otara Scorpions 22-20 in that final. Corey Craig had an excellent season, was named in the Shaman Cup Team of the Year. It's good to see a Hibiscus Coast Raiders player in the lineup today. Hopefully we'll see Sam Waterworth back in
yes.
a future edition of the Vulcans team this season too. He was named in the squad. Very good player.
That Shaman Cup final was another man that played in that. Herman Retzlaff, I believe he was playing for Otara. So he's another one to come off the bench.
He's almost as old as you are. Here's Sipley with that offload. Nice hands from Craig. Doyle gets a chance. Fraser. Space for Dion Fraser. Oh, is he taken out there? Yes, he was. Referee Parkinson, an unobstructed view of that one.
I like the look of these offloads from the Vulcans. This is the way you can combat the size of this counties team. Make them work. Every little offload, it's a second phase. You've got to get up and go again. Nice little last play option there from Fraser.
Dion Fraser from Mount Albert. Let's see what they can cook up here. Straight into the action goes Patrick Sipley again. Good play, fast play the ball. See what Muller can do here. Bringing back Graham Telfer.
Oh, where's your arms? Where are the arms?
Sebastian Hifo once again. Lovely late pass at the line there from Salah, and now Sipley. Here is the Vulcans. Doyle. Oh, messed it up. Has it been knocked forward there by Counties? I think it might have been.
Yeah, got the knock on. Lucky not to be offside. I thought he jumped the gun a little bit early there on the play the ball. I think they're starting to feel the pressure, Counties. Defenders trying to get out and solve the problem on their own.
I think the Vulcans' chances in the next 20 minutes be greatly enhanced by that man, Ika Hifo, being put back to the interchange because he's tired, Ants. Because, geez, had a fantastic 20 minutes.
It was either that or they thought he might be a chance of getting sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way. He's done his job. Tick the box for Counties in that opening 20 for sure.
Well, unfortunately, though, Albert Vetti's waiting on the interchange, though, for Counties. Another former Warriors player. Let's see what the Vulcans can do. That's nice. Here's Craig. And Falala can't quite get it down on the line there. And now he's finally driven into touch. Great job there by Andrew Nansen and a couple of other Counties players.
How did he stay and played for so long? About 6 of them there trying to throw him out.
Oh, it was a good shift. It was a well-worked move. Just one where the Craig in hindsight might have had a dab at the line himself there. Easy to say in hindsight. Well done to Counties, who manned up there on Falala, the right winger there for the Vulcans.
Yeah, great work from Nansen. He held on for dear life until those reinforcements could arrive from the inside.
Well, there is definitely a bit of a size mismatch, isn't there, between Falala and Nansen. Here is Andrew Nansen. Well looked after by Salah. It's Mikhaili. He's been excellent in the game in 20 minutes that Counties have played. Here's Hunt again. In fact, it's hard to really climb into any of the Counties players. It's been a real team effort so far from them.
Strong start from the middle. We'll see if any subs going to be rolling on anytime soon. They look to be quite comfy there on the bench.
They do indeed, but Manu Fatialofa and Albert Vetti are there. Oh, that's going to be a tricky kick for Craig to field here. Beautiful kick. Luckily for Corey Craig, it's gone backwards. And the Vulcans have got possession again. The Counties in a strong position on the field. And back comes this relentless and very physical defence.
Yes, it's a tough set here for the Vulcans. They have to really roll up their sleeves to get out. A few players just wait for that second wind, I think.
Well, that was Faimani again with Ika Hihifo. Here's Karena. And now Muller looking for that distance. Should get plenty too with that big breeze behind him. Back goes Andrew Nansen here. Warriors jersey fig player from last year. That's a good return to the football.
Nice kick there from the Vulcans kicker. Kept it nice and low, out of the wind. Found a bit of green grass back there, but great return from Nansen.
Here's
Downey's
Dowie.
back on the attack.
Indeed. Dowie in possession. Slow play the ball though. Ramsey looking to take a carry now. He's going nowhere fast. Tavita.
Like maybe a knee in the head for Karina.
Faimani. Tavita again. Whakatau Mafia to Tahitua. Tahitua with a little late pass. Well read though by Fafala over there. And that was Mikhaili for Counties. Now another monster kick coming up here for Corey Craig to field. Oh yeah, his hands are pretty good. Been solid so far for the Vulcans in this game.
They're asking some questions. I think Dowie put a big one up just a few sets ago. Here we go.
Dylan Tavita might be offside there with his square at marker. So Tavita, a little bit. If he's on the 100-metre start line there, it would ping for a false start.
Knock on, or is it a penalty for jumping the gun? There we go.
Good territory gained there by the Vulcans. As Karena takes the first carry. Amazon Jerry Porto in the action in a moment. Although it's been intercepted. And away goes Counties. Here's Ramsey. He's got support with Nutty. Craig's got him though. Oh, he hasn't held him. Now Sipley doing his best to try and hold him up. I think he's done brilliantly there, Sipley. How good was that from Patrick Sipley?
Wow.
A try saver. Dowie. Wow, County's not scoring that try. They might get it after all here. Karena back to save the day for the Vulcans, along with Craig. Dowie. Now Jamal Hunt again. Tavita. Drive at the line, and it's short again. Last play now for the Stingrays. Might be some space on this left edge. Whakatamafi looking to create an overlap. Back comes Emiliano Makaile. Here's Dowie. Dowie with that kick, but look who's tidying up again. Sipley with that offload. It's exciting play, isn't it? Oh, good carry of the football there from Porto.
I can't believe they weathered the storm. That tackle from Sipley was remarkable, and I had the feeling Counties are just going to score on the next play. But there goes the whole set of 6. They hold them out, and now they're back with the ball. Got some fresh legs on the field. Fair play.
Yeah, Herman Retzlaff out there now, wearing 22 for Counties. Also is Leah Ina, who's wearing 8 here. Another Marist player. Haven't seen too much of Tuifua because he spent 10 minutes in the sin bin earlier in this half. And there goes the kick for Doyle. I'll be looking for that 40-20. He's found touch. That could be just a ticket.
Here we go. We're
for
inside
the
the
Vulcans. 20. Yeah. Let's go back to this try-saving effort here from the Vulcans. Fantastic intercept. And then Ramsey off Sam Nati. Craig doing just enough to stop Ramsey. And that bought Sipley valuable seconds to stop that.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
Good on him. Usually you see players only start chasing when you see that the fullbacks bought you some time, but fair play to Sipley, just kept moving his body. It's a big body too.
Oh, Doyle just outside the 40, so no 40-20. Now here's Tahi Tua, former Tongan rugby international. Tavita just tripped up as we see a strong carry from Fine Whakao Takakala. You got the second try, of course, in this game. Ramsey was the other try scorer, both coming in the first 10 minutes. Here comes Counties again through Falau. Got the start last week, but back on the interchange for this game. Tahi Tua, good hands from Makaile. Here's Nansen. Nansen, tough man to handle. Got some fancy footwork, gets through Doyle's tackle. Retzlaff finally gets the job done, the veteran player. Tavita. Nice hands from Nati. Here's a loose ball, but it's gone backwards. Oh, might have been knocked on now. In fact, referee Parkinson finally does blow his whistle. Bit scrappy there from Counties.
It's scrappy, but so end-to-end. The game's really opened up this last 5 minutes. I don't know if you could put it down to fatigue or perhaps Vulcans just settling in now, getting a feel for it. Not afraid to chance their hand a little bit. Some more offloads.
Retzlaff, met by his former Warriors New South Wales Cup teammate there, Ika Hehifo, who's still out there wreaking havoc.
Good engine on the big fella.
To'ofoi out there now. Also is Leah Aina again. To'ofoi wearing 21 here. Doyle's remained out on the field. Muller wearing 2, but is playing at 5/8. Here's Sipley again. To'ofoi looking for an easy 10 metres, maybe even a penalty there. Didn't get one. This is the last tackle. Here goes the kick from Dion Fraser. He's got good weight on that one, but Dowie's very secure fullback. Hasn't put his foot wrong in this game so far.
Yeah, I like that last set from the Vulcans. That's exactly the way they need to be playing at this stage of the game. There's some tired bodies out there for Counties. They need to keep it up the middle. If you've got a man down or markers out of position, just jump out and run like you saw Desmond Tafui run in there.
Mikaele on the 20. Good tackle. Tell you what, fuck up, tell Murphy's got out of that tackle though from Bernie Liaina. It's Tahitua again with another tough carry. Slow play the ball on this occasion. Here's Vete. Second game for Counties this year for Albert Vete. Ooh, the kick is good. Just landing in the field of play, so given the scoreline's 10-0, it's not the worst kick in the world there.
Just a chance for them to kind of get back to how they started this game. Putting it down the Vulcans in, putting the ball back in their court. Really asking them the question if they can stay error-free.
So here's Counties looking to toughen up on defence again. Tuifua with that carry. Here's Retzlaff for the Vulcans. Late offload is good. And here comes a penalty. We've got a high tackle being ruled there on Sione Falala. Here's the initial contact. Up around that neck region there from Dylan Tavita.
Soft load there from Retzlaff.
Clive Tuifua. Penalty coming again for the Vulcans. This is what they needed, and now looks like looks like a general team warning there by referee Parkinson.
I never understand the general team warning because you say it to the captain, and the captain gets back to the line. He can't pass the message on to him.
Exactly.
But I assume they all know what it's about.
You went up to your captain in those situations. Hey, what did he say? And the captain would always say to you, "Don't worry, mate. Let's just play on.
Get back to position."
Here's Retzlaff. Torfoy again. Doyle hitting that one nice and hard. Oh, here's a penalty, and we got another sin bin. Vete. Albert Vete's been sin binned here.
Nobody's trying to tell him, mate, I just got here.
Hey, man, I've only carried the ball on once.
I've been on for 30 seconds. I didn't hear the warning. Oh, a little foot in the ruck too.
Yeah, well, a bit of hint of pressure on the neck there too, but in the end, this is the Vulcans' chance here. They've got to get something out of this, right?
They need to. This is maybe their third crack at the line now. They don't have many chances, so you've got to start cashing in on the ones you do get. There's a big shot.
Big tackle there on Tuifua from James Dowie. Got all of them. Toifoy from dummy half. He's called a penalty there against. Got a push off the...
Yeah, a bit of marker interference, perhaps.
Yeah. It's be interesting on the replay here. The Tuifua is the player there. Yeah. Yeah, very much so for Torfoy. Thought he'd got a 4-pointer there.
Still a little bit of time here. Might have another crack at the counties line. 5 minutes to half time.
Yeah, County's got to guts this out. Remember, they're down to 12 at the moment. Tavita Mikaele. Hunt. Now Falau. Whakatau Mafia to Tahitua. New hooker out there for Counties Manukau is Matty Tekiu, who's out there wearing 15, first game of the season for him, a former Counties under-20s player. There he is wearing 15, a dummy half here off that play there from Whakao Takakala, Whakatau Mawhi. He's been very good in this game. His kicking's been good. Carries have been good. His attempts at penalties have been good. Here comes Tahitu, a little knock on there perhaps. No doubt he has got it. And it's play on. Nicely done by Counties, but couldn't get to their kick there to finish off that set.
Yeah, not ideal into the set there for Counties, but this is where they'll want to be. As far from their try line as possible. Vulcans need to make the most of this next 4 minutes. They've got Counties down to 12 players, some tired bodies as well. They need to get down the other end.
Yeah, they need to take advantage again of the one-man advantage they've got. Good, strong, robust carry there from Porto, but he was stopped in his tracks pretty quickly as Graham Taufa picks and goes from dummy half. Dorfoy. Here's Doyle. He's well at home playing as a middle forward as well as a dummy half and in the halves. Versatile player. Here's Retzlaff. Here's Dorfoy again. Ruck's been pretty good here for the Vulcans. Let's see what the kick is like here from Fraser. Holding up in that breeze, but Dowie, he's as safe as house as this lad, isn't he? He's been really good.
Yeah, reminds me a bit of Matt Burton, the way he moves, even with the headgear as well.
Here's Ramsey, looking for space up the middle. Retzlaff just got there in the nick of time. So too did Porto. So Counties continuing to ask plenty of questions of this Vulcans defence, even though they're down a player with Vete in the sin bin. Here's Mikaele. Couple of minutes out from half-time, still 10-0. 2 tries to 0 to the Stingrays. Here's Falau.
Great D from Sipley, working hard at marker and the kick chase.
Here's that kick again. Holding up in that breeze from Whakatau Mawhi. Bounce couldn't have been kinder there from Fraser. You never got a bounce like that in your career, did you?
No, never.
Why not? It's just not fair, is it? Some guys get all the luck.
Mate. Been impressed with his fullback for Vulcans, Corey Craig. I haven't seen much of him play before.
Yeah, he looks good, doesn't he? Now here comes Leah Ina again. Retzlaff just couldn't quite get the timing right there from the fullback Corey Craig. It's unfortunate because when Retzlaff gets a full head of steam up, things happen.
There's a nice little bit of space behind the ruck for him to run at it too. I think that's what he might have been looking at, but with just outside a minute left, Counties in no rush to pack this one down.
Got to remind you too, there is a second game coming up today in the NZRL Premiership. We've got a women's match coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon between Counties Manukau and the Wellington Orcas. So a nice little double header here from Massey Park in Papakura for you today as Emiliano Mikaele takes that play for Counties. Hugely important the Vulcans hang on here. Tahitua gives it 110%, doesn't he? There's Vili Tahitua. Ngati. Great footwork there from Whakao Takakala. Here goes Tekiu. He's down to almost 10 metres out. Only 20 seconds approximately left in this first half. Ngati. Fire money it is. 5 metres out on the last tackle. Tekiu at dummy half. Has a little dab himself, and unfortunately he's going to just come up short there. Pretty solid effort though from Counties in that first half, particularly in the first 10 minutes with those 2 tries, one of which was converted by Whakatau Mawhi. The tries went to Ramsey and Vakau Takakala. So there's the halftime score here in this round 2 clash of the NZRL National Men's Premiership for 2025. It's Counties Manukau up by 10 points to 0.
Not too sure who the Wellington.
Half-time here in at Papakura, and it is the Counties Manukau Stingrays up by 10 points to 0 in this round 2 National Men's Premiership match. Up over the Auckland Vulcans, couple of tries here coming early in the game as well, Anthony Gelling, and they were well executed and well taken.
Yeah, great work from Counties. I like this because there's a variation in their attack. That time going left to right. Nice wide pass going around the winger. Ramsey on the end of it. He's had a great first half.
Yeah, I think Whakatamafi too has probably been the pick of the players. That pass that he hit Ramsey with there was spot on, and he's contributed really strongly in the in other parts of the game too. We had a second try coming up here. Dylan Tavita creating it there for last year's Domestic Player of the Year, Fine Vakau Takakala.
Yeah, and that's the variation I'm talking about. That time playing the short ball, letting Vulcans know if you want to defend your edges, you've got to account for these big boys in the middle first.
And big games too from starting prop Sebastian Ikahihifo and Jamal Hunt. They were excellent again, weren't they?
Oh, same as last week, copy paste. And you know, the bench, they have a real impact too, but Albert Vetti, I think a minute after he got on the field, sent to the bin. Start of the second half, I think they're going to be without him as well for at least a couple of minutes. So Vulcans with an opportunity there, 13v12 to get themselves back into this game. You have to think that they got to score next.
Well, let's see if they do just that. Stick around. We've got the second half of this match coming up next. Second half not too far away from starting here at Massey Park in Auckland and Papakura, and out come the Vulcans, who weren't able to get any points in the first half, trailing 10 points to nil. Own worst enemies in that first 10 to 15 minutes too. That kick out on the full to start the game, a few handling errors, a couple of penalties going against them too. Had them chasing the game pretty much right from the start.
Yeah, certainly didn't make it easy for themselves. And counties are the team too. They'll stay on top of you if you if you allow them. But I thought they'd done really well in the back end of the last 20 minutes, especially to get themselves back in. Had a couple cracks at the Counties line, but Counties defence still got the big donut up on the scoreboard.
Well, let's hope they didn't eat any donuts at half time, because it's going to make it harder to get off the donut in the second half. Reminding you once again that we do have that second game coming up today between Counties Manukau and Wellington. It's in the Women's Premiership. So I'm looking forward to seeing that game too. That kicks off here at 2 o'clock. We'll have live coverage of that one too. A couple of ex-Kiwi Ferns playing in that game.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Also later tonight, it's like a meteor shower. The Warriors with a home final.
Exactly.
Doesn't come along too often, but it's beautiful to see.
Rarer than Halley's Comet. Speaking of the astral theme.
Do you give the Wars much chance tonight?
Oh, that's a very unfair question to ask me. What about you?
I think everybody's expecting the worst, hoping for the best.
I think that's probably a good way of explaining it. I think I'm very much in that camp, mate. Here comes Dowie with the second half here. Of course, big day too. The All Blacks playing the Springboks again. Massive day, isn't it? As we see the Vulcans playing into the wind in the second half. We haven't seen too many big, vigorous runs from this man in the game yet, Pat Sipley. Here's Doyle. And now Retzlaff. Well, so far, this is a much better set for the Vulcans to start the second half than the first couple of sets we saw them in the first half. Nice hands there from Fraser. Retzlaff did well after initially not expecting that one. Here's Tall 40 at dummy half. Doyle again. Doyle very comfortable taking the ball up in the middle of the field. Now let's see what they can create. Here's cut in. No, it's Craig. Touched there by Counties. Is that player onside or is play continuing? It is.
I thought maybe the man coming through in support was taken out there. I think that was the appeal from the Vulcans players to the referee.
Now, referee Parkinson happy. It's Ramsey, and there's appeals for a little fumble at the tackle there, and they go answered this time.
Yeah, this is a better start from the Vulcans. I like the way that the team's set out at the moment. I think this could be probably their best team, their best possible 13 on the field. And I wonder if it's a little bit of tactics. Do they start with their kind of lesser team and just let Counties kind of burn themselves out before really taking control in the middle part of the game, maybe?
Yes, indeed. So just a boost that Vulcans needed. Full set inside Counties half here. Muller. Now Graham Taffa getting through that tackle there of Mackay. They're having a good battle. It's Craig. Here comes Big Sipley again. Great sight, isn't he, when he gets to full speed. Pat Sipley. Still here for the Vulcans. 20 metres out. Defence from County's been solid. Not only in this game, but last week too, is Doyle. Nice hands from Retzlaff. Just got out of there. Fraser. Can't get out from that effort from Ramsey, which was a shame for the Vulcans. They had a little overlap there. Here's a little dab of the line from Talk 40. Still 12 metres out. Here's Fraser. Great tackle from Tavita Makaile. Got all of them.
Good D from Counties. I've got to highlight the tackle from Sam Ngati there, the number 6 for Counties. There was one play where he just slid off the ball carrier and followed the pass. Perfect timing. Not letting the Vulcans get the overlap out there on their left edge.
Well, Phil Gilden, Tusa Lafaele have done really well to get some pride on the line. Goal line defence in the Stingrays team this year. to Q. Waits at dummy half. Slow play the ball this time. Off Mikaele. Here's Falau again. Counties almost restored to their full complement of 13 players. Remember, Albert Vete been in the sin bin.
Yeah, here he is. He's back on now, Big Albie.
There he is, just overrunning that one a little bit. Oh, forward pass, in fact.
Can't believe his luck today. Straight off the sin bin and onto the end of a forward pass.
Well, if they get it right, Vete's got every right to get a bit angry with his next carry or next tackle.
Yeah, I can see that coming.
Bit of steam coming out of his ears if you look closely. Fraser to feed the scrum.
Reset the scrum. Something you might not see till later this evening.
Here's Karena. Craig it was, now Sipley again. Couple of excellent carries from Sipley in the second half so far. Doyle, good hands from Fraser. This nice little play back on the inside there. Tui Fua with that carry. But well handled again by those counties defenders. Been spot on in the game with their tackling. Doyle. Now Retzlaff again. Torfoy. Waits at dummy half. Doyle again. Muller. Graham Taffa. Can't get through that tackle of Whakatau Mafi. Good tackle again by the 5'8". Now Muller with this kick. Still here for Fraser. Tuifua. Finally a score there for the Vulcans. Hard-earned 4-pointer, but they're finally on the board.
Yeah, great stuff there from the Vulcans. Awesome attacking set. They had two cracks at the line there. One off a Pat Sipley play the ball, one off a Retzlaff one, and this was the last tackle option. A nice kick up into the breeze. Taken well by Fraser. I thought he might get stuck with the ball here, but he keeps it alive. Fantastic finish out on the left edge.
Yeah, Clive Tuifua, Te Aratu Roosters player. Captain of that team this year in the Fox Memorial. And he's finally got his team on the board. It's going to be a tough conversion attempt with this very strong breeze here blowing right across Doyle here. But if he can somehow sneak it over the crossbar, it's game on big time.
Yeah, easier said than done. It's a tricky one. The Vulcans there get a deep breath. Great start to the second half.
Well, Torfoy and Retzlaff off the bench have been good, haven't they? Really injected themselves into the game really well.
Yeah, you wonder how long they're going to leave them out there before they get their starters back on. All going to plan. They get themselves back on top, keep momentum. Always helps your middles stay on a little bit longer.
Doyle played for Mount Albert this year.
Yeah, a lot of player shift, a lot of movement across the competition this year. Ooh.
There is that breeze, eh? So 10 points to 4 it is. Still, it's a pretty gutsy effort from the Vulcans not to wave the white flag. Plenty of players not doing that at the moment, which is good.
Yeah, looks like a change of personnel here for counties, perhaps.
So 10 points to 4 it is.
So Ikehihi fell back on the field along with Manu Fatialo for the Bash Brothers.
I think I just heard the alarm bell starting to ring again. Here goes Dowie with the restart.
Yeah, it's a nice first carry. They want to get off the sideline, though. Could make life very difficult.
It's Graham Taufa. Ruck speed's good. Here comes Sipley. Good run from Sipley. Well, there's surely a penalty against Sebastian Ikahihifo, and that is the way it's going to be ruled.
Bag's not taking the next carry.
Yeah. He's still got that competitive fire in the belly, hasn't he, Sebastian Ikahihifo? Awesome to see. But here's the Vulcans with a full set, 30 metres out. This
is dangerous.
This is going to be interesting. If they can get over the line here. See what they can do.
The big shark is lurking.
Oh, you gotta love it. And his jaws are flapping. Here's Ritzlaff. Torfoy waits at dummy half. Here's Doyle. No space up the middle for Doyle. 12 outs. Slow play the ball though for the Vulcans on this occasion. Torfoy again. Liena it was. Torfoy might have a dash for dummy half. He's there. Did he get it down? Yeah, there's the call from referee Parkinson. And it's certainly game on now.
Yeah, Dowie's not happy. I think he seems to have had his foot underneath, but you only need the ball down for half a second. I think that's all he had. That's all you need. 4 points for the Vulcans.
Well, gut feeling he got there. And look at referee Parkinson. Couldn't have been in a better position.
Yeah, he can't be any closer than that. There it is. Ball's down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So there is the try for Des Torfoy. Of course, another good season this year for the Manukau team, who made it all the way to the semi-finals of the Fox Memorial, which was a fantastic effort for that club.
Yeah, big season for Manukau. I think they might have got their club rooms back this year too after the flood damage from years gone by. Don't quote me on that. They might still be waiting.
Oh, still a great season regardless of that. And good to see a few more Manukau players making the rep teams this year too. Muller's in that category in this Vulcans lineup. And Pai Falau, their teammate, is in the county's squad today. Sam Nati, of course. Good squad this year for the Magpies.
They got that Cook Island connection too. Coach John Tainer, of course. The great Sima Mataora, always in the background.
Doyle taking his time to line this one up. He knows this is an important kick. These 2 points could be absolutely valuable. Oh dear, oh dear. Those 2 points you'd want back, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's a big miss. From the sideline, that's understandable in this kind of breeze. But you just got to take your time with those ones.
Well, compared to that, the goal that Whakatamafi got in the first half, that was from that spot, same spot.
Same spot. And at the moment, it's 2 points. That's the difference.
But there's no reason for the Vulcans to be discouraged. They've actually dominated the second half so far.
Yeah, they've got the blueprint that's working at the moment to get these sets started. And there's one constant there. It's Pat Sipley. Play one, play two. Getting this set off to a good start as they go back to that same corner. And a result.
Wow, that was the kickoff that Navajo Doyle was looking for in the first half. Big props to James Dow. He's been very good for counties in these 2 games that we've had to start the NZRL National Men's Premiership this season. Doyle getting into 10 metres. Yeah, it could be awkward, but it's nicely taken there by Mikaele. So here's County's chance to hit straight back after that try from To'ofoe. And it's Ika Hihifo. Always ask questions. Doyle almost gets hold of. It's Dylan Tavita there with that carry. It is indeed. Drive at the line is good. Try scored right there for Counties Manukau. That might be, is that Sam Ngati or Whaimani?
Yeah, Sam Ngati scoring on his mate Tafoi as well. Let him know all about it.
Wow, there is the reply. It's just a simple case of the Vulcans not marking up there.
Yeah, you could see Tafoi's eyes. He's looking out the back. He's looking at Ika Hihifo. Sam Ngati not overcomplicating things. Pick it up, put it down. Counties extend their lead.
Yeah, Sam Ngati 14 points to 8. Counties player last year. Handy spot too, isn't it? Murphy with 2 more for the Stingrays, and it's out to an 8-point margin once more. 16 points to 8.
Yeah, Counties has been a rough 10 minutes or so for them. But good to see them back into the lead now. Whakatau Murphy, I've been impressed with him out on this left edge. I thought they might really miss Arthur Crichton. He was a standout for them last week on that left edge. But Whakatau Murphy, ball in hand, he's a dangerous runner. And able to tee it up for the players around him also.
Well, bounce is kind there for the Stingrays. And here comes Ika Hihifo. He's been one of the stars of this game for sure. Little rain too floating around here as we see Manu Fatiolofa out there now, the 30-year-old prop. They're just relentless. They're a production line, Counties this season with their middle forwards. Remember, Ika Hihifo, he didn't even play last week.
No.
And neither did Whakao Takakala.
Yeah, they're spoilt for choice. You have a look at this roster.
Yeah, coaches Tusa Lafaeli, Phil Gordon doing a nice job of rotating their middles to start these 2 games. Here is Whakao Takakala, got a try in the first half. Whakatau Murphy. To just weight this one down to Corey Craig. Not much Craig can do there. Just take the tackle. Good set from Counties.
Yeah, good set from Counties. Vulcans, plenty of defensive work to do. They're going to have to get their breath back, get behind this ball, because they'll need some help.
Craig. Like to
Great left foot step, doesn't he?
I'd like to see him in the open, get a chance. I think he'd be very exciting. And here comes Ethan Jarding Naomo. Ooh, little play the ball error there from the big prop. Mount Albert Lions player, real stalwart for that club. Referee Parkinson, got to say, he's been refereeing a lot of games that I've called down through the years, and I've never seen him change his mind once.
I don't think anything they're going to say is going to make him do it today either. Yeah, tough call there.
Yeah, 50-50 for sure, wasn't it?
But if they want to win this game, they've got to defend their errors.
Yeah, that's been a feature in the game, isn't it? Just the errors from the Vulcans have been certainly capitalised on by Counties, and good to see William Whakatau Murphy get some sense knocked into him there. Yes, Ngati. Now Dowie. Here's Tavita Makaile. I like this lad, he's good. Kylie brothers have been excellent for Counties so far in this game. Really reliable, I think, is probably the best word for them. Here's Fatialofa. Tavita waits at dummy half. Back on the inside comes Ikahihifo. Big task now for Counties, and they do survive the Vulcans. That could have kept them in the game, that play right there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, keep your eyes on the play the ball, because if Counties get a quick one, you just know Tavita's going to jump out. He saw his opportunity, one marker. Ball coming loose, sigh of relief for the Vulcans as they roll up the sleeves once again.
Good tackle from Tavita there. Torfoy gives it to Retzlaff. That tackling from Counties Manukau in this game has been very solid, pretty much through the entire game. Ruck speed, it's just not quite able to be generated. Had a good clip by this Vulcans lineup. Good hands there from Fraser, that was nice. Now Tommy Beale, who's out there now, another Mount Albert player. He's wearing 20, that was Fraser. Now Muller with that kick, standing very deep though, he's chasing through though. And here's Andrew Nansen.
Yeah, nice take from Nansen. He's been quiet this game. But beautiful take there. Ramsey got caught up in the D-line. So nice work there from the back three for Counties, fielding that kick. And now looking for a carry.
Kylie again. Both the Kylie boys very good in this game. Penalty coming. Emiliano Mikhaili.
Yeah, fraction too long there in the play of the ball. Again, Vulcans going to have to defend their line, get themselves back in this if they want to get in the winner's circle. The winner's circle at the moment looks like Waikato at the top of the table, taking down Bay of Plenty last week. Counties getting up over Akaranga, of course, in this North Island group.
Yeah, 5 teams in each conference. Means competition. It'll be very interesting indeed. As we see County coming forward again. Tavita waiting at dummy half. There's one other game being played right now in Waikato. Akarana playing Waikato in that game. Here is Tavita. Oh, nice play from Nati. He almost sucked in Dion Fraser. Good play, the ball speed there. Here's Vakau Takakala again. That's the goal line right there. This could be the game right here as Tavita looks to be a little cheeky, but it's worked out pretty well as Muller. He's away. No support for him there, though. Here's Fraser. What a turn of events here. If the Vulcans can score from this play. Here goes Karena. Nice offload. That might work out for Beale here. Now, see space out on this right flank here. Craig gives it to Muller again. Graham Taufa. What can Falala do? He can't quite use his power. Get up close to the line. Graham Taufa again. Now look out. Here comes Sipley. Ooh. Solid connection coming in right there from Counties Manukau and Fatialofa. Graham Taufa. Nice tackle from Mikhaili. Last play now for the Vulcans. Sipley. Now Muller got that kick spot on before. Can he get that one? It's awkward. It's awkward. It's still not controlled there. Real shambles at the end there in that set. But in the end, we got to see a line drop out.
Great counter attack from the Vulcans. Launched deep in their half. Muller thought he could have pinned the ears a little bit further, maybe bite off another 10-20 metres. But the support coming through there. And just like that, the Vulcans go from the hunted to the hunter. There it is.
Oh, nice job by Muller. Start that move upfield. So let's see if the Vulcans can get back into there. Charging Nolmore with that carry. Now Retzlaff. He's been a point of difference in this game for the Vulcans.
Oh, he's a huge boost. Any team he plays for, he brings us the lift and the boost that he brings.
Just that little bit of energy. Beale. A little slide-off play from Fraser. Torfoy remains a dummy half for the Vulcans in this game. Doyle. Here's Noamo. Charging Noamo again. Nicely handled by Tahitua this time. Here's a little run from Torfoy again, looking for that tackle, and there's another try for the hooker. Oh no, he's held up. Well, again, referee Parkinson in excellent position there to rule on that one.
Yeah, she's a game of millimetres. I don't think he could do James Dowie like that again, the referee. Oh, see, that time I thought it was down.
I tell you, Tahitua running back too. Was he ever onside there?
Nah, I don't think he was.
Here's the kick. It's a little messy, but counties have survived. In fact, a knock-on's been ruled here. So this might be another chance here for the Auckland Vulcans side.
Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this grounding again. Perfect body position, gets nice and low.
Oh, I reckon
think
that's on,
down.
isn't it? Maybe referee Parkers were just obscured there by Tahitua. So Vulcans on that replay looked a little unlucky. And that might be a kind term. Desperately unlucky. Here's Ramsey with that play the ball.
Well, every time the Vulcans go down and can't come away with points, it's more time off the clock. We approach the last 15 minutes.
That's a good kick. Has it got the angle on it? It hasn't as Craig goes back, but that's got great distance. Clever kick by Whakatau Murphy. What about that? Oh, he's ripped it out of his hands, and now counties. Oh,
He's got it back.
brilliant. Now, what's happened here is the referee ruled a knock-on against Craig. I reckon he looked like he might have got that clean. It is going to be a county scrum feed.
Yeah, let's have another look at that one. Boom. Big left foot, left foot.
Well, is the
Yeah,
knock-on coming up here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's,
the knock on. It's always a little 50-50 when you see the one-on-one strip go to ground.
Yeah. 14 minutes to play. Well, this game hasn't lacked drama, that's for sure. But you'd think if counties can score here, as Fire Money has it stripped out of his hands, this game might just about be done. Oh,
Yeah,
counties
tap
got a
and
full
go.
set. Here comes Jamal Hunt. Of course, we'll be seeing his wife in action in the next game,
Oh,
Angelina, who's a powerhouse herself. She's playing for counties in the next game against Wellington, which kicks off at 2 o'clock. Ikahi Hifo. Counties still in possession here. What can they do on this play here? Ooh. A slightly misguided pass. Whakatau Murphy looking for space for Makaile. Makaile looking to get past Lani Graham Taufa. Doyle and Craig wrap him up. Here's Tavita. Whakatau Murphy again. No knock on there by Retzlaff. Tidied up nicely, and that's a good job by the Vulcans to survive that one. That might have just kept them in the game.
Yeah, well, it's getting close now. Final 13 or so minutes. These are the championship rounds. And it's never easy, especially when you got guys like Jamal Hunt coming off the bench to see the game out. This is the way County started the game. 10-0 at half-time.
Here's Retzlaff. Good tough defence again by Counties Manukau. Vulcans not able to really get much yardage from that set. Doyle with that kick. Here comes Andrew Nansen. Good kick chase there by Doyle. But the set starting on the halfway line. And we've got pressure on the neck here. So there is a penalty coming to the Stingrays.
Yeah, and they'll lose a minute or so here. County's in no rush, still getting behind the ball. Yeah, awkward tackle.
Yeah, another full set here for Counties. Well inside the Vulcans half. Well, Vulcans need to keep Counties out here, Jello, and then still got to find two scores themselves. It's going to be tough now. Here's Tavita keeping it on that short side. Pass to Dowie, not the best, but still no knock on. Here he comes again. Ikahihifu. Nice pass from Hunt. Here's a chance for Counties. Dropped by Makaile. Tavita Makaile with the error. Luck there for Counties, because Ramsey gets his hands on the ball there. Things could happen.
Yeah, Ramsey gets that. It's curtains, I think, on this game. 8-point lead already. We'll put it out to 3 scores potentially, if my Howard College maths is correct.
It is correct. So well done to your maths teacher. And well done for you to pass in your exams back in the day, mate. Well done.
Oh, thank you. One of my highest achievements.
Here's Dion Fraser.
Yeah, so here come the Vulcans. You don't need to be good at maths to know that they're at the wrong end of the field.
It was a good carry from Williams. And now we get Falala. That's much better ruck speed. Here's Muller. Sensing there could be an opportunity there off that quick play the ball. Torfoy. Now Herman Retzlaff.
Great play the ball. Here's a chance.
What's happened here? Retzlaff being forced to go back and play it again. Well, that's a momentum killer, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm surprised the referee's called time off there, because usually you get a marker left on the ground. That's free reign.
Yep.
Potential head knock maybe, but I don't think so.
Fino Takakala just struggling a little bit there. Yeah, there was a bit of head contact there, wasn't there? Between Retzlaff and him. He slammed there onto the turf.
Like he's fallen awkwardly. There's one of the many skills of Herman Retzlaff. He's able to turn the markers into pull-out sofas sometimes, leave him on the ground. Create that running opportunity for his dummy half.
So with 10 minutes to play, 3 tries to 2 it is. Goal kicking of Whakatamafi has been very influential in this game with those 2 successful and conversion attempts. Don't forget at 2 o'clock, the Counties Manukau women's team is going to play the Wellington Orcas. And our women's premiership match coming up today. See if Wellington can bounce back from their loss to the Vulcans last week. Counties can back up and go 2 wins from 2 in the 2025. Here goes the kick from Muller on the last. Oh, he's overcooked it well and truly. That's the breeze, not judging the breeze right there. Another opportunity missed, yeah.
He's not the first person to be duped by the win today.
Won't be the last, I suspect, either.
Well, that time off, real momentum killer for the Vulcans.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, they were up and rolling.
It was just a real bummer, that one, for them. Tahitua. Some players have just got that ability to get post-contact meters better than anyone else. And he's one of those players.
Yeah, he's a big body, great balance, as is this fella.
Yeah, Jamal Hunt. Tavita. Here comes a run now from Pakao Takakala. He's okay after that head knock. Back into the action now as Tavita waits at dummy half. Fiamani. Looking for that quick play. The ball gets it to Manukau Takakala. Here's Whakatau Murphy back to Tahitua again. Counties looking to absolutely slam dunk the Vulcans in this game now. Manukau Takakala, nice hands, good hands from Dowie, even better. And he can't get past Pat Sipley.
Yeah, it was a nice pass from Whakatau Murphy. And that's something he's done throughout the game. He's caught the ball, he's run really well. And when you run well as a half, you keep defenders on you, you really suck them in. And he almost opens it up for his outside man there.
Graham Taufa, that's a good tackle from Dylan Tavita. Now Thompson Karena. Here's Fraser, looking for that gap, can't get past Tavita Makaile. Craig waits at dummy half. Nice strong carry coming into the game here from the Kai Williams. Here's Retzlaff. Looking for that miracle offload, not getting it. Counties have got it, play on. Here's Ramsey. Ooh, Ramsey in the bouncy castle. 12 metres out. Here's Hunt. That's the try line right there for Counties again. They've been camped down the centre of the field for a while now. No points to show for it though, even though the scoreboard's in their favour. Manukau Takakala goes close. Tavita. Oh no, it was very close there. Very close for Ika Hehifo. Manukau Takakala again, held up just right there. Sipley just hanging on for grim death. Nutty. Bit of shape here for Whakatau Murphy. And Nansen ain't going to get the job done. Slight error there at the end of that play for Counties.
Yeah, fair play to the Vulcans' defence. I mean, Counties are knocking on heaven's door there, just waiting to knock them over. But they've defended their errors well. They've kept themselves within touch of this game. I know they're down by 8. You could put that down to the conversions, perhaps. But they've kept themselves in this game. And in the dying stages here, there's still a chance if they can pull off something in these last few minutes. You could see a photo finish.
Yes, indeed. They're going to have to go 90 metres here, though, Ents. And they're going to have to do it pretty smartly. And line breaks have been few and far between for both teams, in actual fact, in this game.
Yeah, well, Counties line speed, they're up very fast here. Oh, here we go.
Still no penalty, though.
Potentially, we could see a penalty to help them out. None forthcoming so far.
To'ofoi, here's Karena. Doyle.
Oh, great shot.
That was a beauty. Fire money with that tackle. Now Retzlaff. Hit hard. Has still got the ball away. Here's Craig. Get him into space and look what happens. Corey Craig, a vapour trail on him. Looking for support. Oh, he's found his opposite fullback in James Dowie. That was a shame.
Yeah, he's got some wheels, doesn't he? That was special. Round the fullback as well. Almost.
Now Ramsey in a spot of bother. Well, what a shame. He was too fast for support players there, wasn't he, almost?
Too fast for his own good.
Yes. Tahitua bouncing out of that tackle for Sipley. Counties won't be in a rush now as we only have 4 minutes to play now. Albert Vete back out there. Dylan Tavita, Messi play the ball that time. Whakatau Murphy it is. Excellent all-round game from the 5'8". Here goes the kick from Tavita. Straight down the throat though of Craig. Come on, Corey. What you got again? The kick chase from Counties was excellent there.
Yeah, great stuff there. From Vetty, former Melbourne Storm man. Of course, the Storm getting up last night over the Doggies.
Yeah.
Very close game.
Yeah, it wasn't much in that game. I get a feeling a lot of these playoff games are going to be pretty tight. One that really intrigues me, I've got to say, is that Broncos-Raiders game tomorrow. I would not discount the Broncos going down to beat them in that game.
They're flying at the moment.
Definitely don't count them out. Now, here comes the Vulcans again.
Tell you what, Roosters, Sharks, I can't pick a winner in that either.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Roosters in that game as we see Graham Taufa. But yeah, won't be much in that one either. Sipley. Good hands there from Muller. Now Doyle with that kick. A little bit too much distance on that one, unfortunately. Ramsey comfortable under that one.
Yeah, Ramsey was quite deep. Very close to the try line. There's a little bit of no man's land if you wanted to kick a short kick. Oh, no. Zidane. Be lucky to stay on the field here. I'm not sure if the referee saw the headbutt.
Isaiah Williams was just... here's the high tackle on Ramsey.
For the high shot. Bit of push and shove. Oh, he can't be doing that.
No. Oh, Williams is still there. Easy to spot in that pink headgear.
Exactly. You can't miss that.
Here comes Mikaele. Williams in there making another tackle. Back on the inside again. Counties with closing in on their second straight victory. Very good win last week against Akarana. And now closing in on a second win over their Auckland rivals, putting themselves in a very strong position to win this conference and play the final against the Southern Conference winner into next month. Of course, in that Southern Conference, let's remind you of the teams: Wellington, Canterbury, Aoraki, Otago and Southland. Great to have 4 South Island teams playing in this year's National Men's Premiership. Awesome.
Yeah, Canterbury and Wellington at the top of that with their 2 wins last week.
Oh, here's Dowie going for a field goal just for the heck of it. And he's got it. So James Dowie, 17 points to 8.
Yeah, well, a field goal was the difference in the final last year between these 2 teams. So perhaps getting one back.
Yeah, caught the Vulcans defence completely unawares there. Not much value in that one-pointer, but I guess the fact that it takes a bit of time off the clock again, Ants, and it also, I don't know, it's good practice for something that might be coming a little later on in a game.
Yeah, every little helps. If you have a look at the, there it is, full time.
Yeah, it's done. Well, got it. Hand it to the Counties Manukau team. They've only conceded 18 points against their 2 Auckland rivals in these 2 games, which is a pretty good effort, whilst scoring 37 themselves. So final score here, it's Counties Manukau just too strong for the Auckland Vulcans. A gallant and gutsy Auckland Vulcans team, but it's the win to the Stingrays by 17 points to 8.
Yeah, now you have a look at the, just a bit of context for our viewers at home. If the Vulcans were to win every game from here on, are they still a chance of snatching that top spot?
Well, Counties need to lose now.
They've got to lose.
They've got to lose, don't they, to Waikato or Bay of, and probably Bay of Plenty.
Yeah, they've put themselves in a great position.
They certainly have. And they deserve it too, because they have been a very good all-round team. They're not relying on just a couple of players. All of these players have been rolling their sleeves up when they've had the ball and without it. Here's the first try to Ramsey on this right wing side.
Yeah, we say what a great team now. It's a great squad, because some of these guys that didn't play last week, I mean, Whakatau beautiful pass there for the first try. Ramsey, he did play last week. He scored one, a beautiful try. And another one here today. And here's another guy, part of this wider squad that can come in and do a job for Kyle Takakala.
Yeah, very good try. That one was converted by Whakatau, which gave the Stingrays a 10-0 lead at half-time. But then we saw a bit of a resurgence from the Vulcans in the start of the second half, starting with this try.
Great resurgence. I thought it was led by some of these guys coming off the bench. Herman Retzlaff, there he is with the catch and the offload. And Fraser with a nice pass over the top. Vulcans getting themselves back into this game.
Yeah,
Conversion unsuccessful, however, for Desmond Tafori. Second try for the Vulcans.
Yeah, Vulcans perhaps a little unlucky. They went over the line again to talk 40 later in the game. Looked like he scored a try, but referee Parkinson ruled it out. And that was the last try by Sam Nati. And then we saw James Dowie with this to ice it. So there we are. Counties Manukau getting the job over the Auckland, job done over the Auckland Vulcans by 17 points to 8. A nice job by the Stingrays. Auckland Vulcans, of course, have matches to come against Akarana, Bay of Plenty and Waikato. I can tell you too that the Falcons have beaten Waikato in that other game today by 38 points to 24. That one being played down in Hamilton.
Yeah, well, that's a game I'm looking forward to. Vulcans taking on the Falcons.
Yeah.
Similar results so far. So it'll be great to see who comes out on top between those two in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, Bay of Plenty Lakers have the bye this weekend in the Northern Conference. But don't forget, we have Southern Conference matches coming tomorrow as well. And we have of course, a National Women's Premiership match coming up shortly, kicking off in 15 minutes between Counties Manukau and the Wellington Orcas. I like the resilience shown by the Vulcans in this game. They don't give up. They gutsed it out after a pretty sloppy start.
Yeah, I thought Counties have always got the advantage having played the week before, because these teams, they are very much thrown together. So to have 80 minutes under your belt already, you do have something over the other side, but plenty to like there for the Vulcans. I'm sure next week they'll be firing too.
So just standing by for some after-match reaction for you. And make sure you stay with us for that game coming up very shortly in the National Women's Premiership. Wellington going into that after losing to the Auckland Vulcans 26 points to 16. And the Counties Manukau women, who are a very powerful team, coached by former Kiwis captain Crystal Rota, had a big win over Waikato last week by 32 points to 4. So that game kicking off very shortly here from Massey Field rather, Field 1 here at Massey Park.
Yeah, will be the South Island contingent playing tomorrow. Otago Whalers and Aoraki Eels at 12 o'clock. Southland Rams taking on Canterbury at 1:30 down at Star Rugby Club in Invercargill. And the Wellington Orcas with the bye.
So here is our lineup for tomorrow. Yeah, that Whalers Eels game, that'll be interesting. Great to see the Eels getting a team up this year, based in Timaru. Also, Otago had their moments in the sun. Beat Canterbury a couple of years ago, remember, in a game?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The old rivals. Yeah, they had a good thing going there for a couple of years, the Whalers.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they're like in 2025. So we're going to get some after-match reaction now. Let's go down to Fred de Jong.
Oh, mate, bruising encounter. Some big hits, sin bins, had it all. Enjoyable to play in?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's always good to represent Auckland and, you know, the Auckland Vulcans side. Obviously, they've come off a couple years of wins and, you know, we just want to carry on and, you know, create the history among our team and stuff. And, yeah.
You guys came out really well in the second half. Got it back to 10-8. but then just couldn't force the issue, could you?
Nah, definitely it's a top side, this team, Most of them play for Otahu and stuff, and obviously they won the GF a while ago. But yeah, got to give it to the boys, a lot of effort out there. They definitely pushed each other and we all worked together to try our best then, But yeah, just couldn't finish at the end of the day, but that's all good.
They got some big units, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely.
And they hit pretty hard.
Yeah, especially being the small fella in the middle.
Awesome, mate. All the best. Well done.
Good, thank you.
Well, Doyle played pretty well in that game. But, well done to Buddha Doyle. Be back next week. Ripping again.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will have a similar experience in
Yes.
the middle playing against this counties team. You're going to get banged around for sure.
Yeah, you need a good supply of bruise cream to recover from it. Let's get some reaction from the county's Manukau camp now with Fred.
Congratulations, mate. Another good win for your side. Thoughts on the game in difficult conditions?
Yeah, difficult conditions. I think in comparison to last week, it was a bit more of a grind. I think we went set for set a few more times. A few of our bigger boys getting found out a bit there, including myself. But yeah, you get that with quality teams like the Vulcans, and we knew it was going to be a big one, so we had to step up today.
They lifted for the second half, got a couple of tries on you, but then you rebounded really quickly. Must have been pleasing that you did that.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're just trying to bring that 480 mentality into our counties campaign. We're known for playing the 60, 70 minutes, but in this campaign we're trying to go for the 480. So yeah, we're glad we got through over the line in the India.
Happy with the way the team's travelling at the moment?
Oh, I know we can be better. Again, it's just cohesiveness we're trying to find. Again, we're on a 6-week campaign, and you can't get that within the 6 weeks of training. So we do as best as we can to be the best that we can for come Saturday for the game.
And keep your players out of the bin, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's not good. Yeah, no, I'll be a bit there. Yeah, cost us a bit there, but I think he's got a few boxes on him. So
Awesome. Well done for another good win.
cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, Baveti, he's built up a bit of lateral, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of collateral stuff down through the years. You think you can forgive him for being in the bin for 10. 17 points to 8 it is to the county's Manukau Stingrays over the Vulcans. Well done to them. And great to hear from Jamal Hunt. The good news is we're going to see his wife in action, Angelina Hunt, in a moment.
Can't wait.
Yeah, she's a power of a rugby league player as well, of course, the sister of Ali Lautau and niece of Ali Lautiti. So 17 to 8 here at Papakura. Stick around, though. We've got another game coming up for you shortly.